Oh, you're talking about something else?
Yeah, they're talking about 87 knowing
Okay.
And it's so dressed up. Look at him. No, I paid attention to the calculus.
All right, so all right, so let's start with the first part. They say G prime of 5. Now, this is the in rate. If you want to know G prime of 5, that means are they increasing and decreasing of the in rate. So at this case, you got negative 24.588. You cannot just write down negative 24.588. You have to say G prime of 5 is equal to that. Even though they're asking for that, but you have to write down both sides. You have to write down a subject and a statement, right? So that's a full sentence in math. You cannot just write down 24.588. That doesn't count. Yes.
What if it's like lowercase g prime? Like the entire FR cube.
It's consistent.
Yeah.
Not supposed to be lowercase. But that's fine. That you will give you that point. They will probably give you that point if you get that answer. Okay, so now the rate. Shh. Teresa, don't worry about it. If we finish early, they can get it back. So. Okay, so for the second part, the rate of gravel arriving at decreasing at 24.588 tons per hour. Yeah, you can do this. So you have to make sure it's per hour because that's the rate of the rate. Because you take a derivative of rate, so that means you are extra hour on the bottom here. Yeah, so there's a 1, 2. So they told you there's 2 check mark here. They say there's 2 check mark. One's G prime, one's interpretation with the units. The next thing was so easy. This is just integration of 0 to 8 and the 825.55. That's gonna be the second point. So there's 2 points. Yes. Then that's 0.
Really?
What?
I think I did the same thing.
Yeah, because they are asking the total amount of process arrival at a plant. It's not supposed to including the initial condition. You're not saying that what is the amount of gravel at a time.
B2 check.
Yeah, B is to check. One's for integral, one's for answer. This says on the side. Yes, Caden, and then Hannah. Caden.
Rate at which the amount of grain is coming in is changing, is decreasing. Would that get the point?
Yeah, that would be fine.
But sure, if they didn't say T outside, does this still count?
That's okay. Because we did ask the 5. Okay, Hannah. Okay, but make sure next time tell them to write down T equal to 5. Now, they're not trying to get you. The APs are not trying to get you. They just want to answer like very directly. Like, remember when you're taking Puhan's class, like Puhan says, you have to do certain things. No? Yes?
But in the problem, it says the plant at C equals 0 has starts at 500 tons of unprocessed.
Yeah, but you gotta read the question. Look, this is they say find the total amount of processed plant that arrival at a plant. That doesn't mean that they are asking whatever is in the plant. So there was a different style of question you have to understand. Like sometimes you including initial conditions, sometimes you don't including initial conditions. And this is the case because the question's worded, you don't including initial conditions. Yes.
On 8, they didn't get the number, but they put the tons per hour. Can I still give them the point?
They didn't get what?
They didn't get the answer, but they got the tons per hour.
No, because they need to have an answer to have interpretations. Sorry, but that's the way it is. Huh? Negative means decreasing.
Alright, let's keep it going.
All right, so C is gonna be G of 5. G of 5 means the rate at 5 is 98.14, but it's compared to rate L is 100. So that means arriving is less than rate is being processed. Therefore, its process curve is decreasing at t equal to 5.
All of these are 2 checks.
and they got negative, that's fine. They got negative 1.86. Yeah, 1.859, that's fine. That's gonna be negative.
See?
Did Josephine tell you what happened last period?
Is that the water guns?
Yeah.
They went to come like check for the weapon, and Josephine had a water gun inside her bag, and she was trembling outside because they think that's a weapon.
Only that. She's like, they were making fun of me. She's like, if Josephine hadn't brought the water guns, then we wouldn't have gotten served.
Yes, Hannah.
They got it right.
Stay up to the.
What'd you say?
How many numbers we need to stay up to the.
3 decimal places on AP exam all the time. 3. You don't have to have 5. You have a 3 is enough. Decreasing, no, they're not, because they think of a different thing. They got different values. You have to have a good justification. You have to have evidence. All right, so part D. Part D is, remember, there were things comes in, and there was people leaving. Kind of in my classroom, in between class period, there's some people comes in, some people leaving, right? So you have to take out whatever in rate and then subtract the out rate. So if you take an in rate, subtract out rate, you should get at a time 4.92. This is gonna give you 1 point. And if you integration now, you should including 500 because including 500 because right now it requires you to know like what is the amount of total things there. So that is gonna give you an answer. The answer is actually 635.376, and you should test the table. You should have a 0 and 8, and also critical number. And the answer here is gonna give you all 3 points. So you got something out of 9. Yeah, because
The last one's 3 checks.
yeah, the last one's 3 check is consider a prime t is equal to 0. That's critical number. The answer is another number. The justification is the table. It's a candidate test. It's worth another point.
Table or anything, but he got the maximum 635.
Who's that?
Jacob.
He has a very good handwriting on this test.
Is he typically on?
No, he doesn't. Not.
I would say no.
You have a.
Because that's the wrong destination.
How do you get
Give it
635?
to me. Give it to me.
I think he
Give
doesn't
it
get
to
it.
me.
No, how do you get 635? You didn't prove that. How you get 635?
But I got it.
He looked at my paper.
You didn't get the right answer, dumbass.
You don't know.
I got the right answer. I get the check, and I made the right conclusion. I get both.
Wow.
Give 1 out of 3.
No.
None.
Give me that. Give me that.
Argue that.
Maximum amount is 335 or 635. It's constantly decreasing. Maximum, so I get 2 out of 3 checks because I said maximum amount at wrong time, but I got the right number and I made the right conclusion.
No, if you got a wrong time, how do you get the right number?
I don't know. I don't remember how to do any of this.
Oh no, it sounds very sus.
I took it like 3 weeks ago.
It sounds like sus.
It sound like sauce. You can look up like a million.
Look. Okay, so how do you get 635? You don't even have a time issue. If you don't have a time issue, how do you get output? You cannot get an output
I
without
don't
a time.
remember.
I don't know either.
I looked at the graph. I looked at the graph and I looked at the maximum point on the graph.
It's,
That's what I got.
it's not a graph. It's actually area under the curve.
I don't remember what I
Ah,
did.
you didn't.
You think I cheated? You think I cheated? Is that what you're accusing me of? I have more honor than that.
I'm
You know
not
that I
saying
have
you
honor.
cheated or no, but I'm just saying it doesn't provide me evidence. You're gonna say Jacob killed somebody, then you have to provide me the evidence. You
Okay,
cannot
what
just
what
say
about one check?
no check.
I got right conclusion and right answer.
I'm proud of you got 635, but I have no idea how you get 635.
I looked at the graph.
It was a guess.
Okay, tell me, how do you look at a graph? What
I
did
don't
you
know.
do?
Type it into the graph right now.
No. What did you do?
Dude, I don't remember. I took this like 3
No,
weeks
look
ago.
at the question. Tell me what you did. I'll give you some time to think about it.
Sam has my paper.
You don't have it right now.
You have it right now.
No, I want to keep moving. I looked at the graph. That's all I could tell you. It's
You
zero-
cannot tell from the graph.
0 on the graph of h of t. Yes, I can.
You cannot tell from the
It's
graph.
0 on the graph of h of
No, you cannot tell from the graph, sir.
t. Give me a check.
No, I don't have to.
Give me a
No,
check.
don't give him a check. You're not helping him.
That's so fair. I got the right answer and right conclusion now.
How do you get a number? You don't
I
even know
looked
how
at
you
the
get.
0 on the graph.
It's not showing on the
It
graph.
is. No, it is.
But here's the thing, you said it was at t equals 0 when it's at t equals 4.92.
Okay, so I get 1 check because I'm.
Yeah,
second
but how
on
do you
time.
get 635? You don't even know how to get 635.
Whatever. I don't know.
Assume half a check mark?
No,
No?
nothing.
Mr. A, how many checks mark for the debate?
No, I love you, Jacob. I love you. I told you I love you. But I cannot give you a point. That's because I love you. Because if I were to give you that point, you think it's okay. No, it's not okay. You need to figure out why. Thank you. Tough love. Well, do better. Tomorrow.
Mr. Ye, we can also,
Today.
if we finish early, I got questions about like on the word like all this model.
Hold on. We're going to keep on going. All right. So for this part. Shh. No, I mean, it's you got a right answer. You don't even know how you get a right answer. That's a scary part.
I took it weeks ago, bro.
The thing is, you cannot tell from the graph. I promise you cannot tell from the graph. I will show you how. All right. So the first part, we're gonna do the kinematic one. So kinematic one is the second question here. So the first part, you should get. First of all, you have to provide evidence. Like I said, you have to provide evidence in order to show that Mr. Ye killed somebody. Yes, Mr. Ye killed is great. Yes, but what's the evidence? You don't have evidence for me to do that. So you have to provide v of 6 equal to negative 1.776. And v prime of 6, which is a of 6, is equal to 5.31. If you can provide this evidence, I'll give you 1 point. Then the justification is going to be, okay, it's slowed down because they are opposite sign. Slow down because opposite sign. So A has 2 parts, 2 points. You must provide the evidence first, and you must say slow down because they have opposite sign. And this has to be provided right there. Part B. Can I go to part B?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
All right, part B is 1 over 5 minus 2 because the average velocity. So it will be 2 times. The time they give you is 5 and 2. So it'll be 1 over 5 minus 2 between 2 to 5 v of x dx. If you write down and you write down answer negative 1.754, that's worth 1 check mark for part B. For C, there's 2 ways to do it, okay? C, there is a average acceleration, so it's changing velocity over changing time. So v of 6 minus v of 1 over 6 minus 1, and you got negative 0.28. Now, some people may do it this way. Some people may do it this way. It's the integrations of a prime of, no, a of t, which is b prime of t, between the 2 times, okay, I don't know what a 2 time is, between 1 and 6, and 1 to the 6 minus 1. And you're also going to get negative 0.28. So if they did that, they should get 1 check mark. If they do it the other way, they should get 1 check mark. But you have to write down this. You cannot just write down negative 0.28. You have to write down v of 6 minus v of 1 over 6 minus 1 to get that point. That's for, yeah, D, no, for C.
Wait, but yeah, that's one I couldn't put a check mark for that one.
Yeah, that's also same answer. That's one check mark. Pretty much all the parts one check mark except first question and the last two. Okay, for part D, you should know understand displacement. Displacement just integration of the velocity between 2 to 7, and you should get negative 7.712. Now the next one's asking total distance. Pretty much none of this require initial condition. So if you put initial condition, it's gonna screw up everything. The initial condition only talk about the final position is. So for example, for this one, you should get negative 7.712. For total displacement, for total distance should be 14.345.
Okay.
And that's plus 1 and plus 1. Now for speed is equal to 4. Now this one's kind of hard, so I'm going to show you here. I'm going to get rid of this graph, and I'm going to put this graph here. And then I'll put another graph y equal to 4. That means the speed is equal to 4. So you should get this one, this one, this one, and this one. So total 5 different times. Now some people say they did not write down all of them. I understand. If you get 3 out of 5, I'm okay to get 1 point. So 4.234, 5.502. Separate, are you grading? Are you grading? No, you're not. You're reading your phone. But you're not. I'm telling you the numbers. This for F. If you got 3 out of 5, 5 times, then I'm okay with that. You get 3 points here. I mean 1 point here. Sorry, 1 point.
Yeah.
Nope. Wait, who's this? Unfortunately, no. Yeah. I would have put down no just because you had to take out of. All right, so by the way, I'm gonna go to the G.
Mr. Pretty, by the way, in this room we don't have a graph.
Huh?
In your room we don't have graph.
Oh, in the stream doesn't have a graph. No, stream doesn't work. Okay, well. Too bad.
Let's do G.
Too bad.
They should show up to school. Unfortunately,
Let's hit that G.
Alden, Nicole, Perva is sick, I understand, but people need to start showing up to school. I honestly don't care.
That's my table, baby.
Okay, so you guys got all the time?
Yeah.
Now find the time where between 0 to 10 when particles slowing down. Now this one has a lot of answers, so you gotta be careful. I'm gonna read it to you, so you gotta pay attention. There's like a lot of interval here, so if again they got multiple intervals, that's fine.
So I only have to have like 3 of them?
I think that's okay. Yes. So the first interval, which is really hard to get, is actually from here. We're talking about slow down, right? Slow down, it's going to be from 0 to 1.189. That's actually, a lot of people miss that one. Because that's negative velocity, but positive slope, positive acceleration. So it's the first interval should supposed to be 0 to 1.189. Okay? Second interval should be from 2.150 to 2.991. Because again, toward x-axis, that's slowing down. Away from axis, speeding up.
But if they miss the first one, do they get none of them?
No, as long as they get like 2 or 3 interval out of whatever. So this is the second interval. So this one here to here is 4.896 to 6.296. That's the third interval. The fourth interval is 7.9 to 9.422. So if they got 3 out of 4, I'm okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 intervals total. But it's only worth 1 point, so it's not a big deal.
This is great.
Okay, for the next one. For the next one, I kind of did it on a different picture, so I did it on this one. So I did H and I both on one table. Now, first thing I will tell you, if you have, let's just say if you have the time when velocity is equal to 0, so that means 1.189, 2.991, 6.296, 9.422. If you list down all those times, you should get 1 point. I'm going to do H and I together. So what happened here, I would do, see this one including initial condition. At 0 is 4, right? What? I'm gonna say this again. Okay. So if they got this time here, they find out the time. If they find out the time here, that's plus 1. Is that okay? That means V of t equal to 0. So V of t equal to 0.
They get right time, they get check.
Yeah. Okay, so they got a furthest left, they got another point. They got furthest right, that's another point, but it has to be the right number. It's negative 6.11 and 9.46. If they did the table, that's what third check marks or fourth check mark. So total between H and I, you had to do a table with all the correct values, and you list down negative 6.11 is furthest left, and 9.461 is the furthest right. That should give you all 4 points.
Out of 12.
It's out of 12. Thank you. Yes.
So he only included the 2 points for the right, and y values are barely off.
Okay.
What do you mean by barely off?
The decimal place.
Yeah, same for mine.
Oh, it's the third decimal. I'm not worried about it.
The second decimal.
Which one?
Yeah.
4.60 instead of 4.81. I mean 0.481.
That's fine. Give it to them.
And then for the times, it's only those 2 times instead of all four of them.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right, FRQ1.
All right, FRQ1. Let's go.
If on the for the table, if they got some of the times wrong, but they got to find the answer right.
I will look at it in a second. Let me go to this one first. So you should get a check mark for this. It should get 9/2 plus pi. You should get another check mark for this. G of phi is equal to 5. Now the work, like this down the work, this is a plus 1. So that's 3 check mark. So you got G of -4, you got G of 5, and you got a work.
Okay, if they get one of the values wrong, do they get anything?
If-
They have G of 5 right, but not G of -4.
Yeah, they should get 1 check mark. Do they show work of fundamental theorem of calculus?
Yeah, they have.
Then that can give you another point. If they show one of the work, I'm okay. Because one of the work is good enough. Total 3 on the first part. What is what, Emma?
Let's say like it's for doing negative. She double prime and negative 4.
We haven't get to G double prime yet. We only get G of -4.
Oh, I'm reading E. Never mind.
Okay. I'm not trusting her to gray.
And then I'll take
All right. G of x concave up. Concave up is between 2 to 3. And the justification's right here. This is a justification. It has to say G prime of x greater than 0, G double prime of x greater than 0, and it has to justify it there. So you got 2 check mark here. For the next one, C. You should get 3 points here. You should get all 3 because they are inflection point. And inflection point is going to be -1, 3, and 1. And that's G double prime of x changing sign. That's a justification.
It's fair, just a justification.
Or does it not like explicitly say change signs?
They won't get a justification point, unfortunately, because it should says, it should say, G prime of x, G double, G prime. It should say, G double prime of x changing sign. That's it.
It doesn't have any an A that it can give a check mark.
Which one?
A. It doesn't have like any warp answer.
Work is not.
It just the G is 5.
Yeah, that's 1 point. That's a one. That's 5, right? Yeah, it's 1 point.
He got justification, but not all 3 inflection points. He got a point for that, or no, because he doesn't have any.
You have to have all 3.
So nothing.
All right, so for D, you should have a justification for the endpoint, which is -4 and 5. You should have a critical point at 2, and the answer is going to give you 2. Now, for me, like you have to understand this very, very well because this is worth 2 check mark here, but some AP exams are worth 3. What? So it's 2. It's the answer is 2, and the justification's 1 more. Now G double prime -3 is 1/3 because of the slope, and G double prime 4 is equal to -1, and that's how you get the last one. Yes.
They got the answer right for D, they just didn't do it.
Then there's only 1 check. You have to do a table. Remember, candidate test. It's called candidate test for a reason. Yes.
It has a table, but doesn't have critical number.
Then but you didn't find the absolute minimum value, so you didn't find a value in order to justify. So you don't even have the right answer. So there's not looking at justification. Okay, so this one should be out of 11 check mark. So total is out of 32, and you're gonna write down whatever out of 32.
Can't really tell. I mean, I guess this is work. Sean, the answers are pretty much right, other than this question. But I still work.
That work is half-ass. Okay, which one?
Because I only got these check marks in. The table.
He didn't find G of 5. Well, he didn't find G of -5. Oh, that's plus pi, right? So that's not right. And he didn't show me the work of fundamental theorem for calculus stuff. Well, kind of, but that's not it. You should write it on the statement, like this statement I'm looking for.
Okay, got it. Did she get 2 out of the 3?
No, you had to go through. It's separate. Be tough.
Here's for about you have here. I have some questions about the homework from the other night. You want to go over them or no?
Which one? The inverse?
The study guide for the test.
Yeah, you can post on that. You can yeah, which question?
I'll
You easily want to have put this one right. She got it. What's her answer? You didn't get it on the draft.
Oh,
Explain your answer with it.
you know what?
That's
Says it.
Oh, yeah. I saw the second one. Good, good, good. Out of the order on the. Sorry.
I don't care about the grade. I don't care about like you guys should know how to do it.
Wait, Mr. A, what's the final like type marks for these? Cause I
I think that's 12, right?
is it for ground? I don't think these are regular. Like,
For the last 4 checks.
yeah.
I can sell.
I didn't get anything.
I'm doing calculations right now.
Need to do calculations.
I know what it's
I only put one because it says in flash multiple. So I didn't know that I had multiple. I feel like the wording would be different on the actual deal.
Should I give him a second one for this? I gave half to this, but then it'd be right, didn't put the stickers.
What?
Question for the second one. You didn't put
Oh, you don't even get this.
Does it unlock on browser?
Sam.
Why, Mr. A, is anyone?
Yo, if I can come in and show you how I got that, can I get some points back?
No, you're gonna show me on the pad.
17 out of 30.
I don't know.
Bro, why did I get you a point for calculating this on one?
I have a question for one of them for side for the next grade. Like this is what it is. Okay.
I need to practice incredible question.
That's so bad.
I got the right. Calculation on it.
It's, they really don't line up right here.
I write the black one there. No, no, I didn't. I just after integration, I took the integral of it and then I wrote the that's it, one right.
Why, Mr. A?
So it's not like, okay, I know like, Juliet and Romeo.
One more.
But you have to tell us why they have
Why, Mr. A? She
But
put,
be like,
Yeah.
no, I hate Shakespeare. She forgot one of the numbers. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Give me like.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wait, did I need all the like?
what?
You get the whole set.
Who did? Really? I'm not into Emily.
It's not you, but I also.
You have to say up.
Oh.
You have to say.
Oh, Lord, he's here.
Mr. A, for this one,
Oh,
she
yeah.
only forgot like one of the numbers, but she got like the big one. So I guess.
For decimal justification, it's listing which times it
What
equals
switch?
positive.
What switch?
It's double convex. What is it in this cheap?
Yeah. What are the?
And I give you a whole bunch.
V prime prime of t.
Yeah, I can get.
But it's not, but it's still the same thing.
Going good at this effort. I gotta know that. I still,
You guys
Dude, how did you, that's what we did the like, it was supposed to be from 2.1 to 2.9. We got it at 4.
No, I circled it. I circled it. That's the hashtag. That's the hashtag.
I know, yeah.
Getting me covered in a minute.
I think if we added the 500, I think we had the honor.
All right, after that, first touch here.
Literally a line over, like the visitor. Wait, that might actually make my average go up because my of this quarter, I think this might be my best. No, I can't take it 1.4.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it wasn't you. So even if you watch it,
And then I guess have to do whatever I want. No, you literally get farther. So every time was speeding up. How much is the curve? You
I was still on my presentation and then you
get. You literally just give the.
I was still on I have this like different something.
Bro, I literally wrote.
I wish I loved your presentation.
Bye.
I'll give you 1 point, but I don't, you should get this. So you get 2.
Oliver left me easy. He was 1 point off. No, I don't want to redo this one right now. Just let it be.
Yeah.
For this?
Of course.
No, for B. I don't know why 500 is still not included.
Huh?
I don't get
You gotta get understand.
Yeah, and you're right.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got more stuff on the gravel.
Bro, that gravel question was evil. Look at me. All the extras on that gravel
What
question.
did you get on the gravel question?
I got nothing right except A and B.
So
No,
then I
you
don't
didn't.
get
I
2
got the
picking up for just not writing this.
I got 2 out of 9, right?
I don't get
That is
That's the extra point you got over.
yours, not.
So I get a point?
No,
I get half a point.
Already got your point.
No, no.
Let's talk about the on-process graph.
I'm waiting on the rest.
Yeah, a total amount unprocessed gravel.
I don't get how
Unprocessed gravel is 500, and it's like equal to 0.
You're not reading the question.
How
So
much
you
is
gotta
like
look at
every
it.
day? Hours.
Yeah, 500 is 0.
Well, 500 was before.
Yeah.
That's how much is arriving.
Wait, did I write this right?
Yeah, yours is right. I just wrote GFT.
Wait, but I wrote that too.
Yeah, yours is right.
So do
So
we get
I
half
got-
a
yeah,
do we get half a mark?
For D.
No, for C, do we
For
get half a
C.
check mark though, because we wrote it right?
So FRQ is something you guys need to work on because that's the end of the year that you have to pass like. Unfortunately, you just have to know what kind of question they're asking and you have to answer the right questions. There's no shortcut to it.
You decided you had to deal with it.
Did we get any socks?
You got a pet?
Oh, I can rock. I'm gonna be so late. Okay, bye.
How was it, supper?
I didn't think it does. I
It's
felt
okay. Tomorrow I'm going to.
How did he come back?
like
Tomorrow is gonna be our comeback. Yeah, we're going to start. I said that.
Okay.
you got your highest score today.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Good or trash?
Yeah?
No, this was just like
My grade might go up.
I got too close to the side and decided to.
Is
that actually
asthma or acne?
Acne. Sadly, before it gets better, it's getting worse. Just because. Well, what happens is the cream brings it to the surface, which makes it more visible, but also more vulnerable, so it can actually be cured. Otherwise, it gets deep, it looks better, but stays more permanent. Before it gets better.
But you forgot your
But no, I didn't get hit by a car. Just kind of. Well, it went in the fan, and I went over it.
Your mom get this type of phone call all the
I
time.
can do my best.
No, this was like ramen. No one got hurt. Some parts of the yeah, no, the big thing about it is, no, I'm fine mostly, just my arm hurts, like hell, my leg hurts, like hell, my right wrist hurts for a completely different reason. My left knee.
Okay, stop very good.
No, it's just bad bruising. Especially because I never roll. It's one of the
I can help you.
generally sore.
Happy you were twin.
Baby. I didn't know that. Yeah. I thought I saw you. CD, right?
Yeah, CD.
How much are you covering? Oh, no, yeah. All right, so you should be working on your finishing your homework, which is I think second course is a lot easier with P series.
If I have
There's 200, one is every, it's like 70% of the world is also, bro. Yeah. It's like irony.
All right. It should be working.
If it doesn't look like you can do it, if it doesn't look like you can do it, if it's like, oh my god, this is you're gonna use well.
Number 9.
It doesn't look like that.
Justify it, like you said. Justify why. You don't know if you're
All right.
I promise you.
Test is next Friday. Actually, next Thursday. And we're going on Friday.
It's Lord Donald Trump Day tomorrow, I mean Monday.
Like seriously,
What? That's a good thing, right? Empathy is a good thing, right?
and I'm like, oh, this is only me. Doesn't look like you're gonna do enter
You guys should spend time going over the homeworks, not supposed to be chatting and stuff like that, because we're gonna go next section. If I see you guys are not doing anything. What?
it's like saying AFN, basically.
Ian, are you doing work over there, or is...
Okay, let's bring our favorite identity.
So you're not sure about the childhood of it? He's not even laughing. You're Caleb. You're Caleb. Where the lights
All right, it sounds like we're gonna go next section. We are gonna go because I don't hear enough conversations. No, I don't hear the right conversation except this table.
Okay.
You're teaching me how to do it.
Okay, ready?
Let's say Krishan sitting here.
Okay, and then it's infinity, right? Yeah. It's infinity 0. Yeah.
Is the first one or the second
So is this like one from yesterday?
We don't need to know.
It's not infinity here. Wait. Yeah.
So the integral of 1 over n plus 3
Well, I wrote
Okay, so that's is this 0? No. So? That might
they give us a double one.
Oh, but you're not always gonna do that. This one's fine. Oh, I was kidding.
It's gonna have some Oreos.
I have one getting to the love.
Yeah, 5 square over 8 minus 5 square. Oh, I don't want to do it.
Now you're not gonna want to do it.
Like, when
No,
you go
I'm not doing that. Yes, you are.
or if you were to contradict yourself, it's like if you say something,
You don't have to think through it.
and then you go ahead. Like,
No. I'm gonna the graph of tangent. The graph of tangent.
what? Oh, yeah, see, remember, we're supposed to.
I bet I'm not. And the graph of arctangent is like this is pi over 2. Negative pi. This is a graph of arctangent.
And what did you get from the I got infinity minus echelon 4. So,
Leopard, did you finish your homework?
So you don't have to take it. So
I just didn't explain all my.
right?
See, is that zero? No.
Okay, but then
Because that's remember, you're not doing the limit of the seat.
I watched it. And then I haven't watched it. It's pretty good.
Okay.
I don't know what that
Look at this.
I followed like
Like, so someone sent the answer, but I used the check. Why
Okay,
did
this
but
one.
the user sheet doesn't
I know.
actually make it out of the top? Yeah, I thought we meant
DVD. Yeah. I feel like this should be a second. Did you get one of them?
I think I understood this. Oh, not right.
I finished reading the whole chapter.
Okay.
It's like a project.
My last thing was
He did say I have like a different. Yeah. Well, it's very true. Now, by saying this, I'm not saying that don't get that these two are not equal. But they will yield the same. Do you remember if it does not equal 0, the divergence? By the way, if it does equal 0, that doesn't mean it converges.
Well, if we got this is both.
Okay. If it does not equal 0, it's type 2. But if it does equal 0, it can either converge, but it doesn't mean that it's like, if I like Katie, that means Katie's beautiful. But if Katie's beautiful, that doesn't mean I'm beautiful. Yeah?
But in either situation,
Okay. Okay, can I write this first? Yeah. Okay, so when these things are not equal things, but either they both converge, or they both diverge.
No, there's no way I'm fucking taking
That should be
Okay, ready? If this is equal, that means this is also. And if this is different, that means if this converges, it doesn't mean if this converges to one, it doesn't mean this is converge.
I didn't.
But it does mean. Okay. So this is like when someone's asking you, does this converge or diverge?
so if you think about it, they can both do So then we said in the end,
He's the reason why he's right in class. So first I'm check to see is this continuous for any value? Did give it the
Oh yeah, no.
Is there any value after 1? If it was positive, negative. I'm sorry, for this when it's not positive.
you know.
It's never gonna be whole the time. So right, it's all together. Is there any
No, I didn't.
Are there any numbers?
No, I didn't.
Or does it-
I didn't.
How do you know if it's bigger? Yeah, the front and the bottom is bigger. Growing
Do a homework. It's not a homework.
Is the often question like
We can use
I don't know why they say keep the same. I don't know why they you know.
So, is that? You have
What time we get? What time we go to? All right. Shh. All right, we're gonna talk about the next section, the first part, not the second part. But we're gonna talk about one test at a time. But we're gonna review all the things that you're supposed to know. I just look at Ethan, and Ethan asked me this question, and I says no, I disagree. So I don't know what the question was. A summation of n over n squared, n to the 4 plus 1, n equal to infinity, n equal to 0, n equal to 1, and this is infinity. Is that right? Okay, so I disagree with him because he says, hey, I can just do limits n approach infinity of n over n to the 4th plus 1, and I did n to the 4th, n to the 4th, n to the 4th, and that's equal to 1 over 0, that's equal to 0, and therefore it's converged. Is this true?
No,
Why not? Yes.
Never.
you cannot use it as your only proof, as it doesn't inherently prove that it does converge. Again, it not equaling 0 proves that it diverges. That does not mean it equaling 0 proves fully that it converges.
I have no idea what you just said, but okay. It's kind of confusing. But here's a way to think about it: is n-term divergence test. Lucia, let me talk. N-term divergence test only tests for divergence, does not test for converge. So if you limit n approach infinity of a to the n is equal to 0, that does not mean, so does not means converge. Why? It does not mean converge. Give you a simple example. We already know this one, 1 over n. We already know this one. And this one is n approach infinity is going to 0, but it's actually diverge. It's not converge, because n-term divergence test says this. N-term divergence test says if limit n approach infinity of a to the n does not equal to 0, then it's diverge. That's it. It didn't say anything else. So don't get confused. When they equal to 0, it's converge. It's only say this statement. It did not say when limit x approach becomes 0, because when limit x an becomes 0, that could be diverge or converge. You cannot say that. However, you can say a different statement though. So which is, I'm going to talk about this, which is actually interesting. You can say, this one's actually interesting. You can say the other way around, but you have to be a very delicate way to say it. So I'm trying to say it is this way. You can say, give me a second, let me get there. You can say if the n equal to 0, infinity, a to the n converge, if the series converge, the limit n approach infinity of an must equal to 0. I don't know if that makes sense. Because series converge, then an has to equal to 0. But if an becomes 0, it does not mean converge.
If A is true, B
Say it
must
again.
be true, but if B is true, that
Wait,
doesn't
no, but
change.
say it again. Say it again, say it again.
You want me to say in Chinese?
No.
I actually don't know how to say series in Chinese. But I remember one time I taught like a class, I don't care, don't give a shit. And I was so mad, I had high blood pressure because nobody cared. And I started teaching Chinese, and everybody was paying 100% attention. Yeah. I was teaching algebra 1, culture for algebra, culture for readiness math. Okay. It's not Google translating. It's not Google translating.
Let's go back to
Okay, so today, let's review what we already have learned. We have learned geometric series is a over 1 minus r. We learned telescope series is usually deal with decomposition, right? Usually deal with decomposition. Usually deal with decomposition, and that's also so. But this too, you can actually get the actual sum. Get the actual sum. There's only 2 series you can get actual sum. Integral test can do somewhat close to it, but not exactly the actual sum. So we also learn how to do integral tests, right? So integral tests. Oh, sorry, let me integral tests like this. Now I'm going to write down, this is the only 2. I'm going to say again, decompositions. Decomposition. Okay, so decomposition, this between arithmetic, between geometric series and telescope series, they are the only series that you can actually get a value of s to the infinity. So they are actually the only one you can get s to infinity, because other one can only tell you diverge and converge. This are only 2. So another 2 things I need to think about is p series and n-term diversion. N-term diversion is the test for diverge only, right? Diverge only. So don't get confused. It does not tell you converge. But if a series converge, then sequence has to equal to 0.
Wait, let's say if it's diverged, can't you just like estimate what the sum?
If it's diverge, how do you estimate the sum?
Wait, if it's
Infinity. If it's divergent, you can.
wait, converge, if it's converge,
If it's converge, what?
can't you just estimate?
You cannot estimate the sum because you don't know what the sum is, only the geometric and telescoping. I'm gonna say this again. So the integral test is slightly, slightly variated. It's not exactly the actual sum, okay? But you can think about that in a later situation. So the n-term divergent test and p-series are the easiest tests. Usually I would do those two first because those are the easiest tests because I don't have to spend time. I can just tell, hey, that's diverge, boom, done. I don't have to do any more further work. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So those are the first option. So I would talk about n-term and p-series. Those are first option. Geometrics is also can be a first option as well because R can tell easily, right? So those are I would say this are the easiest one. Telescope is kind of hard because you have to decompose compositions. Integral test is kind of hard. This is a hard test because you have to do CPD, right? And then you have to do integral, right? Then you can resolve into something. So here's the thing. What we're going to talk about is I'm going to ask you, hypothetically, I'm going to give you a question that's hypothetical. Okay? So I want you to think about it. Is the integral sum, for example, you got, for this question, let's say, I think some people got pi over 8 or pi over 4, right?
4.
Pi over 4? Pi over 8? Okay. Is a pi over 8 is the bigger than actual sum or the less than actual sum? So those are the things that you should think about. Okay, are they bigger or less? I'm not gonna answer that question. I'm gonna want you to think about it, and that's it. Because the integral test is exactly area under the curve. Okay, are they bigger or smaller? You think about it. I'm not gonna give you an answer today, so I'll give you an answer tomorrow. The question is, if I were to do an integral test, the sum of the integral test, are they smaller or bigger than actual sum? That's the only thing I'm asking. Are they bigger or over? Okay, so that's the things I wanted to talk about. But today we're gonna talk about DCT. Stand for direct. We're only going to talk about DCT today, so it's only one thing. Direct comparison test. Okay, direct comparison test. Okay, so this is the things that you want to think. So this all comes down creativity. Why creativity? Because you got to think about one series. Are they converge? For sure converge, or they for sure diverge, and you compare to that series. We kind of did that the other day. So if, for example, that is for example, we did is 1 over n squared plus 3, right? We did 1 n squared plus 3. So this is some type of sequence. So we say, can we use p-series here? Can we use p-series?
No,
Because you're adding something, right? So you cannot use p-series, but it's very close to p-series. Okay, Ethan, I need you to put phone away. Thank you. So this is direct comparison test. Direct comparison PARISON test. Okay, so if now this is kind of hard to understand, so you didn't pay attention. If n equal to 1 and this is infinity, and we have the things here, an is less than bn. Okay, this is our situation. So if bn converge, then summation of n equal to 1 if infinity is what? Why converge?
In between the.
Is less than a converge. So it has to be converge. Does that make sense? How many people are lost? No? Okay. You guys are better than I think. N equal to 1, infinity a to the n. So now a to the n is the middle part here, right? If this diverge, then summation of n equal to 1 of infinity of b to the n is what? Diverge. Why?
It's more.
It's more than diverge. So it has to be diverge. So if I want to write like in the normal language, right? If the larger series converge, then smaller series must be what? Converge, right? Now they say if the smaller series diverge, then the bigger series also diverge. It's very intuitive. So what we talked about the other day, we said, hey, this, if I have summation n equal to 1 to infinity of 1 over n squared plus 3, we say we can compare, so they call it direct comparison test, to n equal to 1 to infinity 1 over n squared. So we compare with this, but we know the answer of this. This is equal to converge, right? Due to what? P series. And 1 over n squared plus 3 is less than summation of n equal to 1 infinity 1 over n squared. So if this converge, and this has to be converge due to direct comparison test. It's due to direct comparison test because we know that one series is converged and they are less because 1 over n squared plus 3. Do you know why it's less? Because denominator is slightly bigger, right? And if you want to see it in terms of graphing, then this is going to be the graph. 1 over n squared, 1 over x squared look like this. 1 over x squared plus 3 is look like this. It's below that all time. Now, where is the borderline? The borderline diverges 1 over x. So the borderline is a green line. If anything above that green line or on the green line, it's always diverge. Now, we find out the red lines diverge, or we find out the red lines converge, then the blue line also have to converge because they're less. Is that okay? You're gonna try one. You're gonna try one here. Is summation of n equal to 1, infinity of 1 over 2 plus 3 to the n. So converse, so there's a summation of n equal to 1, infinity over 1n squared plus 3 is converge, because you can say that direct comparison test. But the thing is, you have to figure out which series you compare to. So in terms of this one, which series I would want to compare to? Don't shout it. Don't shout it. Think about it on your head. You know what is it? Great. Right? Well, we get off at 56. Okay, we have two. We have another thing. For Mr. Years, guys, 8 minutes is a lot of time. Okay, I'm a random pick on you guys. I'm gonna pick on Kadian. You have feeling I'm gonna pick on you, right? 1/3 to the n. Good. Summation of n equal to 1, infinity 1/3 to the n. Which kind of series is this? Which Emily? Which kind of series is this? You got this.
I don't know. I know we probably just did it.
One to the n. One to the n.
I just write down the n to help you. Okay, Nisa, what do you think? Which kind of series?
Or actually, like, it could be
It's not telescope. Nope.
and it might be.
Ember. Is what? P series? No. Omni. Why is geometric?
It could be 3 to the -1.
So this is a 1, right? 1/3 to the n, right? So this is a A. This is a what? R. So R is less than 1. So this has to converge because R is less than 1 as a geometric. And this summation n equal to 1 infinity over 2 plus 3 to the n is less than summation of 1/3 to the n equal to 1 to infinity. So if this converge due to r is less than 1 or greater than 0, therefore this also converge due to P series, due to direct comparison test, DCT. Yes.
Could I also do integral tests? It's kind of the,
Can I do integral test of what?
what do you mean? Of the,
1/3 to the n?
yeah, can that work? Homework, it was one, yeah, it was 2 to
Okay, yeah, it could work. It could work. But so much work. So much work.
It just came to my mind first.
That was so much work. Think about easier tests. P series, geometric. Oh, those are easy tests, right? Okay, let me give you a special one. N equal to 1, infinity 1/2 plus square root n.
I keep messing up conversions at work.
It's so hard to write. Yeah, especially people have good handwriting like you. It's gonna be like you're gonna spend like 5 minutes drawing the notation.
For geometric.
It's a smaller series,
Oh, never mind.
Okay, let's see. There are a few options here. Yes, what would you pick, Nizar? Okay, so what would you compare? Which P series you know is for sure convergent diverge? Okay, you gotta be careful with that one. I'm gonna talk about why you have to be careful with that one. Okay, so that's good. That's a very safe bet. Always compare to P series, which is we know, right? So we compare to this. 1 over n to the 1/2, and that's n equal to 1, and this infinity. Due to P series, this is what? Converge, right? No, diverge, sorry, diverge. Because n is, the P is less than 1 and greater than 0. So P is so that's diverge. However, why it doesn't help?
Something bigger than it diverges doesn't mean anything. It has to be smaller than it to prove anything. If it's
So,
divergent.
so this,
And if it's bigger, it has to be stronger.
this summation n equal to 1 over 2 plus square root n is less than this n equal to 1 infinity 1 over n to the 1/2. However, this is diverge. Then you say diverge. This is not necessary diverge or converge. You cannot be a conclusive test because of this. Okay?
Can I draw the board to show basically a way to visualize this?
Yeah, give me a second. We let you get done first. Yes, Lucia?
P series work if a number other than 1 is the numerator? Like if it's 2 over n squared,
It starts
Yeah,
off
it
with a different
does.
number.
Oh,
No, 1 over n squared.
it always has to be 1.
can you just take the 2 out?
Why does it have to be?
That's just the P
Can you
series.
just take out the 2 then?
That's just the P series says. Is 1 over n to the P. All right. So, what's another series we can compare to? Yes, Ian.
Just draw one for it.
Okay. What's another series I should compare to that you know for sure that is converge or diverge? What? What? A very simple one. Huh?
Oh, because it's 1 over, yeah.
Peter, what you say?
We were thinking geometry. Wait,
No. No.
Integral time.
No.
That one's gotta be tough.
it's gotta be close.
Okay, let's go back to look at this. Okay, geometric series, telescope series, n-term P series, harmonic. Thank you. Okay, so harmonic is 1 over n equal to 1 to infinity. We know they are 1 over n, right? Summation of 1 over n is diverge. Now, how about 1 over 2 plus square root n? Are they bigger or are they smaller than 1 over n? They are bigger. So because they are less than 1 over 2 plus square root n. Is that okay? Now, if this is diverge, therefore this one has to be diverge as well. Because this one is actually, if you don't want to do it, just think about graphing it, right? So 1 over n, so 1 over what? 2 plus n. So after 1, after 2,
Other 2 dots? The blue and red?
It crosses over
it cross over.
at 4.
So it's convergent.
It diverge.
It diverges, it's bigger than public.
If you look at here, right, this is the above. This is below.
Because harmonic requires it if it's above it diverges?
No, harmonic is always diverge.
Oh, wait.
Harmonic is diverge because due to 2 tests, integral test or P series. Because P series says P is equal to 1, it's diverge. So therefore, harmonics diverge, integral test says diverge, and then last one, harmonic. Well, integral test. What else?
The whole idea is just saying that because when we like try to do these series or whatever, we found divergent. But
So whenever n you can count as a p series, right?
yeah,
That's also diverge.
Yeah.
But do you see that this one is greater than this one? When n is greater than 2, actually, when n is greater than 2. Or actually n is greater than 4.
right? And you have the line found above it, and all you said is, oh, the line is below it, which means it could be on either side of the 1 over x. It could be on the convergent side or the divergent side. You haven't proved anything. That's the way I visualize it, just drawn really crappily.
What'd you say? I do I say that? I do?
Is that okay?
I never said
No, but I like it. Like that. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, like, yeah, it's true. No, my favorite is, and he's like, and you're probably like, how do you do that? And I'm like, oh my god, I am kind of like that. I am like, how do you do that? I can look at it.
Oh.
I treated my hair because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get my wisdom teeth out, and then I'm literally never ever gonna want to wash my hair. Ever. So I was like, it's gotta be nice and hygienic.
I blow dry my hair, but I'm like, I'm tired. You never got it. Is it right at?
It's that we said in 40 in the morning. I know. They have 40, and my mom was like, why do I want to do that? So
Yep.
40 in the morning,
Is the
I
orange
actually
can
don't
run
wake up in the morning till
more
8.
than what it's supposed to be?
So,
What do you mean
why
arc
am
time?
My surgery's gonna be
5 over 8.
Wake up.
It's some of it.
Honest? You guys think about it.
Like, should it be more because of the merge? Like,
Because of what?
because
40 vegan and no valor.
No, that's not what.
is that like not just a
I read a book, and then I did terrible on the quiz, and then I was like,
how could the sum be like less if it's
and I was like, oh my god, do you hate what that is?
like
You gotta figure out what integral means.
does the concavity matter?
Concavity doesn't matter.
She can do more.
Yeah, it was like,
All of those. And they're actually good. I know. I can't tell. So the more people. Wait, sorry.
Hold on a second. I might be able to give you an empty test. Or you wanna look at your test?
My mom is probably.
This is an empty test. And I haven't recorded score yet, so I don't want to give it back to you. But you can go through it. What were you doing? What happened to you? Huh? What happened last time? We just created a test. No, we just created a test. Yeah.
What?
There's like 20 minutes.
PC or Megan?
We're gonna be like,
Oh yeah. Why is it bad?
bro, Mr. A, like, actually, I got like 59%. Mr. A, that's, wait, what are you guys doing?
That's like maybe.
One more slab, I just say.
Oh, our practice was
I was like,
that's only if you have it. Those you get them in the situation you have your artist. You approach it, it's like we can infinity over infinity.
on looks.
Oh, no.
Take it to the top and bottom because it's like if you don't know that process.
I just got up my phone.
Sometimes you have to apply one. You're not gonna get.
How do you press the key?
Gonna lie. Sometimes we have to go to the next part. So what happened?
Like this side, it was so. Oh my god.
That's just I text you because
Now here's the thing what people make mistakes.
even though the reason why it's not like you with the expectation. No, I'm ready to send him back. What? And then now they like you don't
Lost it.
I think it's been
I don't think this one is
I should have come in for
This three section.
Look at this
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So you went back, are you gonna bring your own?
Pineapple.
You don't got tuna for your food?
I could not make it out. That's the best every time I got to.
You got the fast okay, you ready? You got all the other way. Don't go. Don't go. Well, yes. How did your family?
Oh,
Oh, and I got it.
fine.
You do military,
They go.
That's a good video, right?
Officials.
Yeah.
So they all know that you're watching. Oh,
I know. That's so yeah, like
Oh, I remember this.
200.
John. Yeah.
It's not in order. What's the most recent one that you have?
We did today.
What's quote from like a general or something?
Four-star general. State, who says that it's best not to make
The only hard part is
decisions
finding
in
the
the time. Yeah.
The fuck you on?
But they've got a lot of people.
No, the thing was about.
All graduated, she's still brilliant things. Yeah, but our foreign side of things, I can't. How long?
About the same faces.
Oh, yes, I did.
That is a change.
You gotta diversify.
Oh, yeah, I feel like it's just, I didn't have it right.
Pretty good. Why? I played in middle. You didn't even stop. But what? Never really grew though, so.
I play.
You play what?
Doing way too much.
Because it's my cousin's software. That's not an option.
It's a zero.
Well, your friend Brandon, he's old, so he has more experience.
Hey, I've got some.
He can be higher than 60.
I mean, maybe. What did you get?
You need one more? I got a 1.9, one more less, but I got a. I don't know how I got an 8.5.
Man, do you buy Coke?
He didn't give you a little up on the berry.
From what I've seen before.
Oh my god, I remember.
He's actually not bad.
I don't want to do it. However, 24. But, it's gonna be like your top and I'm gonna go off. No, I don't love shit this baby started hard. Yeah. Like, what is this? No.
Guess what Evan's last? Guess what Evan's last
I'm
name?
not kidding.
Is Brent Howard? sheet because they always ask.
I'm
"Hey,
fine.
what should I
That's
do?"
fine.
Like, I'm not
I'm actually
doing
like
it.
it's like all of your accomplishments, every one of your experiences.
So that they don't actually interview it.
Oh, we should find it.
Like every shot.
Professional.
I should know. But
No, bro.
Methodology. It's like a method, not like that. Method. Like a really distant. My face.
I don't know which is worse. I finished the board earlier today.
And now it's like.
What's your care about human life?
I don't think I'm bad.
I can't remember. I feel like my problem.
Did you like when you were did you like literally like go in the air for as much as possible? Okay, wait, I want to do my engineering.
Oh my god.
Seriously? Cool question.
There's this question's pretty cool.
They're in Nikki, I don't want to know.
Sorry.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Like, look at it.
Probably like, you know, something more. Ooh, wait on.
Yes, they're paying.
Yeah, I know on that.
You don't work with me, don't worry.
We have any level to we are doing a lot. Actually, not 10,000 the first. I would have to. Wait, why is he here on his views? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, but only if you
The Marines were the most versatile one, like Brandon. I don't know. That's so sad. Well, all the grass in it, I mean, he talked about it. Lettuce. You don't put lettuce? No, it's old. Not
Oh my god.
Oh, thank God I don't give any lettuce, bro. When our class is laughing all the time, like how you do it. You're like, oh, I agree. No, good people. I definitely like to be that into
You'd be laughing.
No, I'm good. I'm sorry for making you.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry to change the context. Like you can't leave it.
You looked at it going, bro, when you had the chance.
Okay, then we'll have like
Oh, no, guys. But, okay, what let's do, you literally skip like one.
No, I don't.
And even if we're like at last year, it's gonna be 5 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Mm.
I only started like once every 2 weeks.
People show
Once
up
every
and they
2
didn't.
weeks.
People showed up
Direct,
and they didn't
can't
pass
more
it.
direct,
Yeah.
yeah.
Skip.
You do.
How long did it go?
Yeah.
Another girl.
Like,
I found him.
well, I thought I could
Damn it.
feel that, but that's great.
I got that number.
She said he
That
got the
is-
purple photo of you was crazy.
Shit.
What? Give me a
It's just calling you tall. It's just calling you tall, okay?
Oh, he's getting
Well, no, it's actually you tall.
picture of Chris.
Why you got lots of
Wait, the one is on his like, no.
I got you, Garden. Don't worry.
Oh, you're not-
Should I say, should I send it?
Does he not supposed to?
Yeah.
Got the bottom thing.
You understood.
I could probably find his middle school picture. Oh my god. Get to the hey, you know, play that group chat.
Oh, yeah.
I said,
Oh, no. I'm not going to Harvard. Then you're not going anywhere.
I got it done. You're not going to Harvard? Tell me how. What's on?
No, I'm not. No, they're obviously denying my ass. I sit. No, with Harvard. No,
Oh, yeah.
no, I do. No, I see it during March. I see it during March. I see my rejection in March. No, at least you're getting your rejection letter, bro. For you have online and get that shit, bro. Yeah, what happened? You fix it or no? I called God, like, wait, why?
what? Like, in the international?
No, I mean, like, why? Why did they move your papers? I hate him, bro. iPhone 5, 1.
I don't have an iPhone.
So if he's not going to put it down, it's like, it's a class, why should you put it down? People want to put it together and act like,
Cambodia and
It's like, I'm not eating. I'm not gonna eat all.
I'm not near my cloud. Yeah, that's what you did.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
what? Oh yeah, Alex. We had the psychology one we need today. I wasn't even asking for that. We got the
Wait,
You're gonna lock your back now.
Alex, I know you. Come back.
No, but the one.
You ever help him?
You might be staying 15 minutes. Right. Oh, no way. No way.
What if I gave you like $5?
Oh! Okay, $200, bro. I'll consider it.
I'm gonna move this one back. I can teach you the ways, bro. I taught Mr. Omi how to skip. I can teach you how to skip too, bro. Have you ever gone to go? When I do not fucking stand you have to learn. Yeah. Probably the end of third quarter.
No.
No, you were the one that got you in that shit, bro. That's too rude, bro.
I'm telling you.
I don't care if it's rude.
Just like, literally, just go hotel with your girl. What did you Why the fuck would you say that to a Jedi? Hey, Mr. Yeah, I'll come back and get my energy drink. My French teacher doesn't let me in here. Forgot to see what room I have to go to. I know, we forgot to see what room we have to go to. I know, just oh, wait, we should make sure. Might be. The ID.
I sent that.
You send that? Wait, what'd you say? No, you want 18. So did you ask if he can go or not? You asked if he can go? I'm not good. I'm not on yet. Oh, when is it? What's that one? February 21st.
I just got back. I'm not, well, like, I'm skipping, but I just got back to school, and if I go to Mr. Cooper's class right now, he'll get mad at me. No, look, please.
He's gonna get mad at me when he finds out that you're here.
But he won't, I promise he won't.
What's wrong with you? You gotta learn the Cooper stuff.
I know, I have been.
And what's preventing you going to class?
Because he'll get mad at me because I wasn't there for the first half of class. I just got back though. My grandmother just dropped me off.
You told him it's fine. It's not unreasonable.
Nah, he'll get mad. It won't happen again, I promise.
Okay, I don't want you to mess with those teachers are mad at me for living.
He won't get mad. I promise.
That's cute.
Well, oh my gosh. David Mystery,
What?
how's your day been? School just gets worse and worse.
Why?
Just does.
What do you mean?
Right now.
I think this year has, I don't know, due to because whatever reason, I think this year has the most sickness, also the most skipping ever I have.
This year is so stressful.
Oh, you're taking the AP class.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
Yeah, it is.
Honestly, why are you doing that to yourself?
Because
It doesn't make you like more stand out by taking the AP classes.
yeah, it actually does.
It doesn't.
But it actually does.
It doesn't.
But I'm also gonna have a lot of leadership next year. Can I tutor like Algebra 1 kids?
Yeah, but I don't think Algebra 1 kid, they don't even come to get tutored. Yeah, it's so bad. No, not even like a good kid in geometry. It doesn't even know what area of circle is. Like good kid. I'm talking about. I'm recruiting a couple kids as in competition. They don't even know what area of circle is, and that's that bad. And
Isn't it like 180?
you don't know either.
360?
Area of a circle. What's the formula for area of a circle?
Oh, the formula for it?
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Diameter?
We just talk about this.
It's like radius something? It's like.
Are you kidding me?
Has to do with the radius.
How are you gonna do good on SAT if you don't know what area of a circle is?
It's a radius. It has to do with the radius, right?
It does have it something to do with
Okay,
radius.
Radius times. What is it with radians?
Oh boy.
What is it?
Pi r squared.
Oh. I was almost.
No, you were not.
Yeah, I was. I was like half of it.
Okay.
When they gave me these bum cakes, so messed up. They gave them to me like destroyed. And now people are like mad at me. Like, look at this. I mean, it tastes the same, but. But I still have so many somehow.
I don't know.
Is your favorite class to teach like BC?
I don't have favorite class. And they're all the same. Everything's challenge. Okay, who's absent? Alden is absent, like always. Nico is late.
Natasha's middle name is Elizabeth?
Yeah. There's a lot of absence on second periods. Max Young, I don't know where the hell is he. Samantha, I don't know where is he. Cambry, I don't know where is he. Cindy, Carlos, not here.
So if you don't take attendance and just marks everybody here,
I don't know, I think so. I don't know. Miranda Sepper is not here to approve. Dean's not here. Risa and Farah's not here. Landon Samuel Rosnick is not here.
you have a kid named Apple?
Yeah. Why is so nosy?
I'm not reading names. How is that nosy? Does your kid whose name is Apple go by Apple?
Yeah. It's a cool name.
She's like, why would you name your kid a fruit?
Why not?
Why? How'd you pick Devin?
I don't know. Because of TV show.
Actually? What TV show?
Don't remember.
My name is a family name. My mom's grandma's middle name was Elizabeth. My dad's grandma's middle name was May. So I'm Elizabeth May.
Nice.
You really don't care.
Not really.
Do you really like teaching? Like, there's a lot of teachers who just like hate it, but they do it anyway.
Do I look like I hate teaching?
No. I think you like it. I think you like it because because you teach outside of school too. Like you tutor, and you go to math competitions,
Um,
and you lead a honor society.
mm, I guess, I don't know. I guess. Okay, nothing important. Yeah.
What's the latest that you've ever stayed at school?
You wanna know? I used to stay till 6 o'clock every day to help all the kids. I don't do that anymore.
Do
That's stupid.
you like kick kids out at like 4?
What?
Do you like kick people out at 4? Like, or you just like leave?
What do you mean?
Like go home. Like you tell people like go home.
Yeah. But I used to stay really late. Like sometimes I would get home at 7.
Wow.
But I don't do it anymore because that's stupid.
Yeah, I get home at like 7 most days.
But I don't get paid since like
Yeah.
after 2:30 I don't get paid, right? So I stay till 6 because I care, but
Mm-hmm.
that's just me. But now I don't really care that much. I mean, I care, but I don't care that much because if you fail, there's nothing I can do.
Mr. Perotti asked me why I wanted to switch into your class. And it's because I knew that if I took your class, I'd pass the AP exam.
If you in Davis, yeah, Davis, I don't know. Davis, she's nice, but she's not.
And it was like we would do like the easiest questions ever for practice. And then she'd give us homework that was way harder and I wasn't understanding it. Does that make sense? Like she wasn't giving us homework that matched what she was teaching.
Yeah. That's how most teachers are.
But like you don't teach how to, I mean, yeah, you do. You teach how to do the math and then we just do like problems.
That's
Like
how
in your class, it's just doing math. Like, do you have like a lesson plan?
Huh?
Do you have like a lesson plan?
No.
You're just like, huh, what do I want to do today?
Yep. I don't need a lesson plan. Lesson plans for noobs.
How long have you been teaching?
How long you think I'm teaching?
I don't know.
No, take a guess.
20 years?
No.
Longer?
15 years.
15 years? Mr. Davis has been teaching for like 23 years. Ooh. Mr. Poohan's been teaching for a while too. 30. I think this is like his 29th year. That's crazy. I think I'm probably gonna end up being like a hospital manager.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, right? Right?
You talk a lot.
I know. I don't think that's a bad thing. What's so funny?
Nothing.
Do you just like sitting in silence?
Me?
Yes.
Sometimes, yes.
That's boring.
Okay. Whatever you say.
I mean, I sit in silence, but I watch YouTube. You know?
Okay.
Okay.
You do you.
Is it a test?
It's not your test.
Well, yeah, I know that. I'm looking at question 11 and 12. Like, what is that? question and there was like no numbers. It was like all letters. The whole thing.
That's right.
It was all See, that one's all letters.
Yeah. And
I mean, E is like technically a number, but
why?
what
That's not
happened?
I'm looking for a specific test. You don't like silence, do you?
I don't really care. Like, I'm not a person. I don't really believe in awkward silence. Like, I'm indifferent to it. I don't get awkward when there's silence. Like, some people will sit like in silence very awkwardly, you know? But if there's no words to be said, there's no words to be said. Are you friends with Mr. Pearl?
I mean, I know it.
Are you technically a part of Apex? Oh, math teacher's on it. Never mind.
I don't know. What? Don't really care.
No, math isn't a part of Apex.
Is that?
No.
That's not fair.
It's like, well, it's because everybody starts math at a different level.
BB.
Like, I'm in pre-calc as a junior. Which is,
Pre-calc is fun.
well, it's just like all of my friends are in calc. Because I have smart friends. You know?
Okay.
But this is the first year that I've actually had to try in math.
Oh my goodness, everybody signed up already.
For what? Oh, mock. Huh.
I don't care.
Yeah. March 7th is early. Are we gonna do one?
I maybe send you guys to all these. Wait, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. What does that mean? Is this mock exam or not? 8 to 12. I'll maybe send you guys to Ollie because I don't want to be there. They're gonna be there anyway. But March 29th. Let me see if you guys are ready by March 29th. Okay.
I wonder if Miss Phillips is on April 4th as Just World. Hope it's not. It's
Oh, so the best day for me to do is actually March 29th. Philip and Parm. Davis. Cabrera.
I hope that one's for Euro too.
Wait, do they have a... Wait, do they have...
I think that I'll pass this AP exam. I really.
Oh,
This is the only AP exam that I'm confident that I'm gonna pass because everybody passes the AP exam when you're their teacher. So if I fail this AP exam, I give up on everything. Like done.
I never asked to get paid, but I usually... Nah, I'm not gonna ask to get paid.
Why?
I don't really care about getting paid.
But why? It's like more money.
Wait, how do I add people here?
You like hit the line.
What? Hit the div?
No, like I don't think so. Like you can insert a row. Like if you like if you hover your mouse over the line itself, like a little bit higher.
Here?
Yeah. No. Like you have to like click it, I think. Oh, it's that. It's the 3 little dots. Like the
This?
plus.
This?
No, like the plus.
Plus?
Something like that.
Undo? Undo? Here? But there's no 3 little dot here. I'm just gonna put it right here. Give a shit. I'll be unique. Whatever.
Teachers,
Sue me.
please release your students for B1.
Just click tab.
Cafeteria. Oh
Says
no.
No cavity.
Why?
Is it for all of your students?
Alright, 600 upstairs. 600 upstairs. Wait, not 600. 400.
You're a funny guy.
What?
You're just a funny guy. 400 upstairs?
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
yeah, because you're not in the 600 building anymore.
So I need to borrow a key.
You
Well, I can.
borrow like a tap.
I can throw here, and for BC and AB, I can tell them to come here.
Bye, Mr. A.
Bye.
I'll see you 7.
Yeah. Actually, I'll
I'm gonna have tutoring from this cover Friday.
Oh, cool.
Why? You did how did you do on the second case?
Oh, I got a 90.
I only got
I did really bad on.
I got 70.
Yeah, you got 7. You got really low.
That's too correct.
What?
Knowing me, I probably didn't explain some things. I definitely didn't know everything though. She's gonna review it tomorrow, so I'll know it. I'm gonna sign up for the retake
When's the retake?
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
So yeah, it's gonna also be after school. 2:30 to 3 o'clock. I need less time. Actually, no, the same time.
2:30 to 3:30?
No, to 3 o'clock. We have the it's the same time as that. I'm gonna sign up for it.
Do we still want Manuela or not really?
Oh,
For the geometry team? The girl that was gonna come today.
yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter.
Because it's like the third time that, we've asked her and I mean, I get it. She might have things to do, but,
No, that's okay. I understand that. I mean, math is just not that cool. To be honest. So I understand like people would choose other things, and like because I'm surprised that some of you guys join because I only ask the teachers if you guys, if anybody would be interested. But I'm surprised that you guys participated. Um, but at the end of the day, it's probably not as cool as debate or science Olympia or band or tennis. It's not as cool as those situations. But the people who likes it, they likes it. Like so, for example, I have a calculus team. They'll stay here lunch and they will work through all the problems. And they want to be the best they can be. But there was only like 6 kids out of my all the calculus kids, but which is very rare.
It went up. My grade went up back to 81. Wait, was it already 81?
It's at 81.
Oh.
Yeah, so I understand that. So it's not a big problem. You're not making my feeling hurt or if you didn't come or anything like that. It doesn't bother me because, or the person decide not to show up. It doesn't bother me either because that's just the way it is. But there are people who are interested. They.
I just think it's weird because like she asked us to recommend her and then like we agreed to it because we know that she's pretty smart and then when it comes she doesn't show up she wanted to, so I just think that's kind of contradictory, weird. But
Well, some people are like that.
so,
Some people are like that, unfortunately. All right, so
So yeah, I got
why are you
it.
asking to play a game in the school
Oh,
time, dude? So you guys can go and compete on the March 7, right?
I should be able to go, yeah.
Okay. I kind of wanted Zachary to come back. Is Zachary thinking about coming back?
Me too. I asked him today, and he was like, no, I'll probably not be able to sign up because of SGA.
Oh, March 7 is also a SGA event?
I think so.
Really?
Oh, that's good.
That's annoying. I'm about to fight Densby. It's like school has a lot of things that just overlap each other. For the pool house tutoring today, ask them like what kind of things that you can improve even before tomorrow, if you can, and then go to
I mean, he can't do it now because he doesn't have my thing yet.
he has your FRQ, right?
I mean, he wants to do it tomorrow. I already asked him about it.
Devin,
What?
do you know when Mr. Quran is like available for like retakes?
Tuesday after school, 2:30 to 3 o'clock.
What about the applicant quiz that we just took?
The afternoon quiz?
Yeah.
You missed it?
No, I got 3 wrong, so I'm gonna retake it.
I think you can still retake it like today and tomorrow.
He's available.
You did good or no?
100%. First try. So then you retake it.
You
What's
have
the
ground.
area of the circle? You guys know the formula?
Pi r squared.
Pi radius squared.
Jacob, what other class are you taking this year?
What?
Like, what other class are you taking this year?
Like all the classes?
Do you take any other AP class besides Puhan?
No, I take mainly A.
What?
I take mainly A. I'm not taking the like other AP classes. So I'm taking A's well Cabrera, so A's English language or A's general paper, A's psychology.
Oh, 8 psychology, okay.
Yeah.
That's with Alkin or no?
Oh,
Which teacher is it?
Mr. Blue. He's a baseball coach, and then D, I think that's it. Wait. Yeah, that's it. So I'm taking AP Human, A Psych, and A General Paper.
Is ACE easy? Psychology?
A Psychology, it's easy if you stay on top of your work, but like the class itself is easy, because my class, like specifically, is kind of, it can be hard. He doesn't really teach. It's more like an IB class where you self-study. You have to teach yourself. So
Why didn't you just take AP Psych with Alkin?
you can't take AP Psych.
Why not?
Freshman.
Oh, as a freshman, you cannot.
Yeah. I don't think I'll take it next year. I think I might have it. And I don't know.
So if the geometry kid here, just I will kind of give him a note and I'll tell him the picture, send it to you. Okay. So March 7th, you can go in the Daniel and Eli, Elian, what's his name? Perez?
Elian.
Elian? Okay. So just three of you guys?
Yeah, we still be able to go.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, Manuela's can do,
If she show up today, I'll ask her. If she don't show up, then whatever. Because, I mean, I can't really tell people what to do.
and then, Zach, hopefully he can come.
I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna ask his brother.
Yeah,
I have his brother.
he's probably the smartest one, but.
He's actually really good at. He actually didn't score really high last time, but I know he's really good at.
Yeah.
He might be the. I think I asked him a question. He might be the best one, but he didn't score well. He didn't score. Well, also, that's the first time. So.
Never mind. I'm not jealous of you. It's jealousy of him. I'm not. You understand me, right? Oh, when today? If you want to go Felix together, I'll go. Yeah, you can't go. I'm already concerned if you're going to be able to keep that shit going. You're not You're I think you're gonna keep down the chicken minis just because you the chicken. What are you looking for?
Good job.
Why'd you laugh? What's funny?
Like, why do you think?
You haven't done anything special in the last like 24 hours?
So offensive.
What? Yeah, get on her. Get on her. Soft was nicer than you. I got a card from Softly yesterday. What did I get from you? Exactly. And I'm the one giving you chicken minis on Valentine's Day. So.
Mr. Yeah, I will not be in class today. I have to go.
Why are you putting your hands like that?
Peace out. I have to go to a soccer game. If you're leaving, I won't.
What's up your deal?
It's in Jupiter. There's a couple of things. I don't know when to do it. That's the issue. Because like for the telescope series, if you do it using what's it called? So you really telescope.
Are you just right now?
Alright, peace out, Mr. J. Alright, one more time. Alright, are we learning anything new? Anything new?
I know, I'm so curious to see what he's gonna say about ours. I wanna know what he's gonna say.
I forgot my set.
He's gonna support it, but I wanna know what he's gonna ask.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna use it.
No, I talked to him. I wanted to ask him about something.
How are you? You table.
Oh!
Is this SPA like a hard sentence?
Good enough.
Wait, McKenna, SPA.
No, the only thing that's happening is Sam's hungry. Yeah, you have to be at yeah. But that's but March 7th is regional, right, for us? Regional. And then leading after.
What about this activity birthday? Take breaks.
Well,
Yeah, bro, that's bad.
that's not necessary. You know, we were a lot of.
Now is a good time to go over. You can go over for like 20, 25 minutes, and I'll go over. I'll keep you for 50 minutes. Wait, what did you say?
Okay, where is that?
He's in right.
7 o'clock.
No, that's not what we said.
That's exactly what I said.
Everybody go to break.
Fifteen.
Wait, that's not one.
Huh? I think next week has something to do. Wednesday or something.
Oh my gosh. Is this gonna be a 4-day weekend? Wait, Thursday? That's my birthday. I'm so skipped.
On the 19th, your birthday? Oh, what's your
Wait, what's the schedule with Linda? They still
They
have,
haven't specified yet.
they still have every period, right?
Yeah, it's just short, except this period, this period's really long, so I got this period's like 3 minutes.
We gotta spend up here grading.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I don't mind.
No, but I just feel me that like so like now I'm on my shit.
23.
There'd be one number on. Server's got all that line, but that's what well, like, I don't know. It's issue.
Yes. It has a K and then it has a I. Oh, you mean for
I don't.
and then it has a R or 15 as well.
It's already zero. My first impression of David Strong. What's your They're sitting together. And then
Is a constant.
You guys need to start down.
K is also constant, but C is the check. Every time you take a derivative, it's gonna be K in the front. And you're gonna have one more K in the front.
But actually, no, I didn't do it. I didn't do it because it was hard. If I wanted to have it, I don't know how to get it.
Number 10.
I should be getting it.
I'm in the top.
You can split it.
This will be power. I like that.
I wish I had everything above my head.
He's like, I don't know. Yeah, he got, they called me smart. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, why I have to do it? I said, here you go. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it here now. It would be one. It's just A is one. And then I just went about my business. No, we are going over stuff. Because I mean, this is oh, you don't understand. I'm still drinking math with this. As a property, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I know.
3, 5, 7. This one is
But like why? But I don't get that. They're not like
What you're saying, I was thinking those things. That's just how you figure out his dice are bigger. I was thinking about Canada having
she's like, oh. Yeah. No, sign one.
This was just
my god, I'm 52 for 50.
So sign on over what is the sign on?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No, I guarantee you will do it.
So in the bottom. Is there an answer for that?
It's just sign.
Okay, so you think they're getting
But still, no matter what the answer.
indeterminate.
mean, all you have to do is very
You'll see a lot of conventions.
Everybody out there to take it back.
They know senior in math. Nobody get in trouble for it. Stole Will's name.
Well, go ahead and take a shot. I don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Wait, Claire, you haven't been shot yet?
My
Miss J, you wanna know how it is?
Miss J.
Josh.
I don't think you have
Is
him.
it actually?
Miss J.
Oh, you have, yo.
My friend, a different Will, he went.
We have each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Who's gonna shoot who?
We're waiting.
Until the very end.
We're waiting until her. I feel like once, because you don't have to get your first nut now.
How do you
Like,
guys get the shot?
you guys know it's based on when you signed up. We signed up at the same time.
Oh, really?
Really?
So for you guys to know that's gonna happen. What do you think?
We didn't find out. That was a good idea, but he's like, why have you?
Miss J.
This is clear yesterday. That was so, Jade from the help some girl. Yeah. And then make her in her floaties right there. And that would.
My mother wouldn't really
They-
mind
they
it.
got her.
Just her floaties on. She was at her house. She had to look at the door and turn her head on camera.
Miss J. This is the stuff people were doing.
Yeah.
My friend knows who
There's
he accident.
people
Found where his assassin, not his target, his assassin works, and it just went to his work just to taunt him. He couldn't do anything while he was working. What?
Look off camera.
Which one?
Yeah, you were.
The white guy? That's Willie C. William Gold, my best friend. He was in your class for a little while.
He left, right?
Yeah, he left. He didn't think he was gonna do well.
I mean, they were like, I think I'm so confused. I was like, oh, how do I solve it?
You guys do 22. Yeah. Wait, did we farm?
I love E-Series. E-Series is the best thing ever. No one can do.
What about the verify
I
diversion?
know, right? That should be a full effort too.
Why can't you just do?
That should be our entire class. My life's so much easier. Bro, it's because I think you just. Blood. Okay, so you're amazing. Oh, what over eight?
What are you talking about? The two doesn't move the top because of
31.
It's whatever.
Like somebody told me like 15 years ago.
She had a weird thing. We're gonna get that.